Hello, today I'm sharing two DIY character projects I made. One is a Hades-inspired costume and a Loaded Diper shirt. I filmed parts of the process, so I thought it would be fun to put all together and show how they turned out. So let's start with the Hades costume. I used Arteza fabric paint for these ones that I had for a while and I never used, and they're metallic paints and I thought they would be perfect for this project. I searched for a couple of pictures on the internet and I picked something similar to this one, so I just sketched the pattern that I wanted on the shirt, which my son already had, and all I did was painting the details. I don't think I ever had painted on fabric before, not that I can remember, but I found it a bit hard for the paint to sinking. I don't know if it's a type of paint or what. It's because if it's because it's metallic, but I just know that I was enjoying the color results. For the other part of the costume, I used my husband's old black t-shirt and I did those white markings because it's supposed to be on diagonal. I cut on the marks and with the hot glue gun, I went over the edges and I folded them in to simulate a sewing finishing, let's say. Then I turned the t-shirt right side out, and this is how it ended up, so it looks neat on the edges. After that, the front of the shirt was already dry, so I went with the paint just to do a finishing detail. I didn't want to repeat the pattern at the back because it was already late, but I just didn't want to look unfinished. And here I'm just showing you what I've been doing with the leftover paints. I just didn't want to waste and let it dry, so I just put it on a piece of paper. And I took a cardboard box and I cut another piece of cardboard to do that skull. And I used the Posca to outline. I thought it was gonna be easy to paint with the Posca, but it was too transparent, so I decided to use acrylic paint instead. And for the details in black, obviously it was much easier with the Posca pen. This costume was from a few months ago. I think it was from before Christmas actually. And it was from a Greek event my son had at school, and I didn't want to spend money buying a new costume to use only one day, so I used everything I had at home, from the t-shirts to the paint and the glue, everything. Here I'm just securing the skull to the fabric. And it's just a detail that I saw in many of the costumes on the internet. And I think the skull is in the original character's clothes as well, if I'm not wrong. For the bident, I used my son's wand, plastic wand, which was from an old Harry Potter costume that he doesn't even have anymore, but he kept the wand. I also used a reference from the internet to draw the bident, and I did both of them to make both sides of it. Then I paint both parts with gold paint. and use the hot glue gun to attach both parts into the wand. And I painted part of the wand gold as well, just to look nice. I've got to say I had no idea how it would be to paint all the materials with fabric paint, but it turned out really alright actually. But one thing I learned the other day, and I didn't do at the time because I had no idea, is that to make the fabric paint a little softer and malleable, I don't know if that's the word, you have to iron it with a paper on top. I didn't do that, so my son's t-shirts ended up a bit stiff, but he was okay with it, so but I'll definitely do it next time. And here once again using the excess paint. And for the second costume, which is for this week, for my son's World Book Day at school, I'm making him a t-shirt with the Loded Diper logo. And he wanted to dress up as Rodrick Heffley. It's his favorite book. He reads all the Wimpy Kid's book. But this one was super easy. Also, I had the t-shirt. He has like 5 white t-shirts for school, and I took one of them and I printed a logo that I found on the internet, glued on the cardboard just so it doesn't leak to the other side, and I just traced the logo. I've seen people painting t-shirts with Posca paint on the internet, and I tried to do the same, but it definitely didn't work here. So I ended up using just acrylic paint because I did not have also black fabric paint. I know it's not gonna last, but it's okay. It's only for one day as well, and my son is happy with that. There is really no secret here. All I did was I kept the paint quite wet, so I kept dipping in water. I felt like it would spread easier, but that's it basically. Then he's gonna complete the outfit with a black t-shirt underneath, some black trousers, tennis, and maybe he's gonna get some hairspray that's black, just so he looks more like Rodrick. And you will see the results at the end of the video. So let me know in the comments which costume did you like better. Thank you for watching. Bye.